Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the deep dive. We are really happy you are here with us today.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We have a very special topic today.
We do. And before we start, I want to say something directly to you, our listener. We know that many of you are practicing your English with us.
Right. That is a great point.
So today's mission is to explore a warm, delicious topic, which is black tea. But we are going to do it carefully. We will, speak a bit more slowly.
Exactly. We will use simple, clear words, and if there is a big word, well, we will bring it down and explain it completely.
We really want this to be easy to understand. So think about your morning. When you wake up, what is the very first thing you drink?
For a lot of people, it's coffee or tea.
Right. And today we are going to look at why black tea might just be the absolute perfect choice for you.
Our deep dive today is based on a really fun text. It's a conversation between two tea lovers named Sharon and Mark.
Yeah, and reading their conversation is actually kind of funny. They start with a very big promise.
They do. They say they are going to teach us 3 specific things about black tea.
Right, 3 things. They promise to tell us who black tea is good for, who should be careful with it, and the best time of day to drink it.
But if you read the whole text, you notice something missing.
They completely forget 2 of those things.
I know. They get so excited talking about the benefits, they never tell us the warnings or the best time to drink it.
They leave us hanging. But, the one question they do answer, who black tea is good for, is full of amazing information.
It really is. They give us 4 groups of people who benefit from black tea, and we are going to explore exactly how it helps their bodies.
But before we talk about who it helps, I think we need to talk about what it actually is. Where does black tea come from?
Well, this is the most surprising part. Black tea comes from a plant. The scientific name is Camellia sinensis.
Camellia sinensis. Okay.
Yeah. And here is the secret. That is the exact same plant we use to make green tea and white tea.
Wait, really? The exact same plant?
The very same bush. If you go to the farm and look at the green leaf, it is all the same.
Wow. I always thought green tea and black tea were like totally different plants. Green tea is so light and calm, and black tea is so dark and strong.
Right, the taste is very different. But the only difference is how humans treat the leaf after they pick it.
So what do they do differently to make it black tea? The source text mentions drying it longer.
It is about drying, yes. But it's a special process called oxidation. Let's spell that for our listeners.
Good idea.
Oxidation, oxidation.
So what does oxidation actually mean for the tea leaf?
Well, first the farmers pick the leaf. Then for black tea, they deliberately roll it, crush it, or tear it into pieces.
They break it on purpose.
Exactly, they damage the leaf. When they break it, the juices inside mix with the air, the oxygen in the air.
Oh, I see. Is it like an apple? If I drop an apple on the floor, it gets a bruise, and then the inside turns brown.
That is the perfect example. It is the exact same chemical reaction. The apple turns brown because of oxygen.
So the tea leaves are crushed, and they turn brown.
Yes. They leave the crushed leaves in a warm room for a long time. The longer they sit in the air, the darker they get.
And green tea leaves are not crushed like that.
No, green tea is heated up very quickly to stop the air from changing it. It stays green.
Wow. So time and air completely change the leaf?
They do. And it changes the flavor, too.
Right. Can we think of it, like baking bread?
How do you mean?
Well, if you leave bread in the oven for a longer time, the crust gets much darker, and the flavor gets stronger and richer.
That is a wonderful way to think about it. The longer process gives black tea that rich, warm, and slightly bitter taste.
And after it turns dark brown, what happens?
They finally dry it completely with heat. That locks the color and the flavor inside the leaf forever.
Which means it is ready for our cup.
Exactly. And because it went through that long crushing process, it develops very strong elements inside it.
And those elements are what give us the health benefits.
Yes. Which brings us to the first group of people from our text. Black tea is really good for people who feel tired.
Especially in the morning. And I think we all know the magical word for morning energy.
Caffeine.
Caffeine. It is naturally inside the tea plant. But I always wonder, why does a plant make caffeine?
That is a great question. The plant doesn't need to wake up for work.
Right.
In nature, caffeine is actually a bug spray. It is a natural pesticide.
Wait, a bug spray?
Yes. Bugs want to eat the tea leaves. But caffeine is toxic to insects. So the plant makes caffeine to protect itself.
That is so funny. We drink a plant's natural bug spray to help us go to our morning meetings.
We do. But it works wonderfully for humans.
So how does it actually give us energy? Because, when I drink it, I feel awake. But it's not like eating a big meal for fuel.
Right. Caffeine doesn't give you real energy. It just plays a trick on your brain.
A trick? What kind of trick?
Well, all day long, your brain works hard.
Mm-hmm.
And as it works, it makes a chemical that makes you feel tired.
Okay, so the brain makes a tired signal.
Exactly. And when that tired signal plugs into the brain, you feel sleepy.
So what does the caffeine do?
The caffeine molecule has the exact same shape as the tired signal.
Oh, wow.
So the caffeine travels to your brain, and it blocks the space. It parks right where the tired signal is supposed to go.
It steals the parking spot.
Yes. The brain looks around, sees no tired signals plugged in, and says, well, we must be completely awake.
That makes so much sense. You are still physically tired, but your brain can't feel it.
Exactly. It blocks the fatigue. That is why it helps tired people wake up so well.
But sometimes coffee makes me feel too crazy, like my heart beats fast. But black tea feels smoother.
That is because of the way black tea is made.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the crushing and the air?
The oxidation, right?
Yes. That process creates heavy molecules in the tea. And those heavy molecules grab onto the caffeine.
Oh, so the caffeine isn't just swimming around by itself?
Right. Your stomach has to break those heavy molecules apart first.
So
So the caffeine enters your body slowly.
like a slow drip instead of a big splash.
Perfect. Yes. You get smooth, steady energy.
I love that. So that is benefit number one, energy for tired people. What is the second benefit from the text?
The text says black tea is amazing for people who want a healthy heart.
A healthy heart. And this is where the text uses a very big word.
Yes, it does. The word is antioxidants.
Antioxidants.
Yeah.
Antioxidants. We hear this word all the time on food packages.
We do, but it can be hard to understand.
Let's make it simple. Can we think of antioxidants like tiny shields?
Tiny shields, I like that. What are they protecting the body from? They are protecting your cells from bad things called free radicals.
Free radicals, what are they doing inside the body?
Well, just from breathing and living, your body makes some broken molecules. They are missing a piece.
So they are unstable.
Very unstable. They crash into your healthy cells to steal a piece for themselves.
And that damages the healthy cell.
Yes. It is a lot like rust on a piece of metal. If you leave iron in the rain, it rusts and breaks down.
So our bodies are basically rusting inside.
In a way, yes. And it is very dangerous when this rust happens in your blood, near your heart.
This brings up another big word from the text, cholesterol. Cholesterol.
Yes, cholesterol. It is a type of fat in your blood.
And we have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, right?
Exactly. And the bad cholesterol is the real problem. If those broken molecules, the free radicals, attack the bad cholesterol, it creates a huge mess.
Like a traffic jam in the blood vessels.
Yes. It builds up and blocks the blood. That is how people get heart attacks.
Oh, wow. So where do the tiny shields, the antioxidants, come in?
Black tea is full of those tiny shields. When you drink the tea, the antioxidants go into your blood.
And they find the broken molecule.
Yes. Before the broken molecule can attack your cholesterol, the antioxidant gives it the missing piece it needs.
It fixes it.
It completely neutralizes the danger. It stops the rust before it can even start.
That is incredible. So the antioxidants stand in front of the cholesterol, holding up their shields, and keep the blood vessels clean.
That is exactly how it protects your heart. It lowers the danger of that bad fat in your blood.
So we have smooth energy for tired people and tiny shields for a healthy heart. That is two great benefits.
Now we move to the brain. The third group of people who benefit are those who need to focus, study, or do hard work.
Now, wait a minute. You said earlier that black tea has caffeine.
I did.
And caffeine gives you energy, but usually if I have too much energy, I can't sit still to study. I feel nervous or jumpy.
Right, coffee can make you feel jittery.
So how can black tea make you feel calm and focused? That seems like a contradiction.
It is the magical teamwork of the tea leaf. Black tea has a secret ingredient called L-theanine.
L-theanine. That sounds like a science word.
It is an amino acid.
Yeah.
And it is almost completely unique to the tea plant. You won't find it in coffee.
So what does this L-theanine do?
It talks to your brain and tells it to relax. It actually changes the brain waves inside your head.
It changes your brain waves.
Yes. It creates something called alpha waves. Alpha waves are the same brain waves you make when you are meditating.
So it makes you feel deeply relaxed.
Exactly. It works like a brake pedal in a car.
Okay, let me make sure I understand. The caffeine is stepping on the gas pedal to keep you awake.
Right.
But the L-theanine is gently pressing on the brake pedal so you don't go too fast.
That is a brilliant way to say it. You have the gas and the brake working together perfectly.
So you get calm energy, you are not too nervous, and you are not too sleepy. You just feel, well, ready.
You feel completely clear and focused. It is the perfect drink for studying a new language or reading a book.
I really need to start drinking this when I work. That sounds so much better than feeling stressed out from too much coffee.
It is a very clean focus.
Okay, so that is energy, heart health, and brain focus. We have one more benefit left from the source text.
Yes, the final benefit goes all the way down to your stomach.
Digestion. The text says it helps people who have stomach problems after eating.
Have you ever eaten a really big, heavy meal? Maybe something with lots of fat and felt terrible after.
Oh, absolutely. Your stomach feels tight, full, and just uncomfortable.
Exactly. Drinking a warm cup of black tea after a meal can fix that. And it does it in two ways.
What is the first way?
The physical warmth. Your stomach is a muscle. When you drink hot tea, the warmth relaxes the stomach muscle.
Oh, just like a hot bath relaxes your back muscles.
Precisely. It brings more blood to the area and eases the tension. So the tight, uncomfortable feeling goes away.
That makes total sense. But what is the second way it helps? Is there a chemical benefit too?
Yes. Black tea has something called tannins inside it.
Tannins, what do they do?
Tannins give the tea that slightly bitter, dry taste. But in your stomach, they act like a cleaner. They grab onto the heavy fats from your meal.
They break down the fats.
Yes, they help pull the fats apart so your stomach can digest them much faster.
It almost sounds like a dish soap. You know when you wash a greasy pan, the soap cuts through the fat to clean it.
That is a very good analogy. The tannins cut through the heavy food.
So your stomach doesn't have to work as hard, the food moves through faster, and you feel comfortable again.
You get the warmth to relax the muscle and the tannins to wash away the heavy fats. It is perfect for digestion.
Wow. From one simple leaf, you get so much help for your body. Let's slowly review these 4 points for our listeners.
Good idea. Let's make sure it's clear.
First, black tea is good for tired people. It gives smooth energy because the caffeine blocks the tired signals in the brain.
Correct. Second, it is good for people who want a healthy heart. It has antioxidants, which are tiny shields that protect the bad cholesterol from rusting.
Third, it is great for people who need to focus. The caffeine and the L-theanine work together, like the gas and the brake, to give you calm, clear concentration.
And fourth, it helps people with their digestion. A warm cup after a meal relaxes the stomach and uses tannins to break down heavy fats.
That is an amazing list, but it brings me back to Sharon and Mark.
Ah, yes, the funny mistake in our text.
They promised to tell us who should be careful with black tea and when the best time to drink it is.
And they totally forgot. But, we just learned all the science. I think we can answer the question for them.
I think we can. Let's think about it. If black tea has caffeine that blocks the tired signal, when would be the worst time to drink it?
Well, you need your tired signal to work at night, right before bed.
So, if you drink it late at night, the caffeine will block the signal and you won't be able to sleep.
Exactly. So late evening is definitely the wrong time.
And what about the tannins? They act like dish soap to clean up heavy fats in your stomach.
Right. So if you wake up with an empty stomach and drink a very strong cup of black tea.
There is no fat to clean up.
Exactly. The tannins might actually irritate your empty stomach and make you feel a little sick.
Oh, wow. So the mystery is solved. We shouldn't drink it right for bed, and maybe not a super strong cup on a totally empty stomach.
But after a nice breakfast to get that calm focus for work.
Or after a big lunch to help with digestion and energy.
That is the perfect time. We finished the job Sharon and Mark started.
We did. It is really fun to understand how things actually work inside the body. It helps you make better choices.
It really does. You aren't just drinking a hot drink anymore.
Yeah.
You know exactly what it is doing for you.
I hope our listeners enjoyed this slow, careful look at black tea today.
Thank you all for practicing your English with us. You did great.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Keep exploring new topics, keep learning, and we will see you next time on The Deep Dive.